Hey everybody, just a little over 2 weeks until Christopher Nolan's IMAX film version of Homer's The Odyssey is due out in theaters, and I don't know about you, but I'm getting excited about being disappointed. One thing though that never disappoints is Homer's The Odyssey itself. So what we're going to do today is not talk about the culture wars, although I can play that game too. I want to talk about the literature. So what I want to do in the next 3 short podcasts is talk about 3 individual poetic techniques that Homer uses throughout his epic poem. Today, epic simile. A regular simile is just a poetic device that calls attention to a similarity. You're all familiar with similes. Example, my tooth is aching like a jackhammer. Translated, my tooth is aching like a jackhammer. An epic simile is an extended simile. I like to think of it as a kind of micro story that attaches to the main narrative. Now, a Brit named I.A. Richards in the 1930s broke down epic similes into pieces, but really there are only 2 that we need to know. The first is the tenor. The second is the vehicle. So the tenor is something in the main storyline that we don't know about. The vehicle is something not in the main storyline, but that we're already familiar with. So what happens in Homer's poem is he gets to a point where he wants to describe something to us. It's unfamiliar to us. We've got our tenor. What does he do? He takes us up to the vehicle. Reminds us of this thing that we already know, and then we take it back down, and we go on with our storyline. The way I like to think of it is the main storyline is a straight line, but the epic simile is like a little loop-de-loop. So you loop away from the main story, and then come back with new meaning and new momentum. Okay, so let's take a look at Book 5. Odysseus has escaped from Calypso's island. He's built himself a raft. Poseidon sees him and destroys his raft. Here's how it goes. But even while he pondered and decided, the god of earthquake heaved a wave against him, high as a roof tree and of awful gloom. Here's the epic simile. The tenor is what happens to this raft. Homer takes us to the vehicle. A gust of wind hitting a pile of chaff will scatter all the parched stuff far and wide. That's the vehicle, the way wind will scatter a pile of chaff. Just so, coming back from the vehicle to the tenor, just so, when this gigantic billow struck, the boat's big timbers flew apart. It's a beautiful image. We can all see it. Homer does it with a flick of the wrist. We follow the main storyline. We pause for a loop-to-loop, and we come back into the main storyline. New meaning, new momentum. So, if you want to see how in Book 23, Homer uses a single epic simile to draw the entire epic together, to reunite Odysseus and Penelope after 20 years apart, just look below the subscribe button and click on that link with the little sideways triangle next to it. That'll take you to the long-form podcast. Now, if it's not up yet, just click the subscribe button, and the algorithm will alert you when it is. And if the link is available, do us a favor, just click on that subscribe button anyway. Thanks.